Hi loves, this is Shannon Easterly, licensed clinical marriage and family therapist at the end of a very long day. I just wanted to add a quick afterthought about the pursue-withdraw dynamic. Interestingly, depending on which partner decides to end the relationship, that cycle will or will not reverse and or continue. If a pursuing partner decides to end the relationship, either because A, they have pursued and the withdrawing partner has continued to withdraw, and they feel fatigue in pursuing and they transfer that energy to someone else. Or B, because they have learned how to draw back from that pursuing energy and create space for the withdrawing partner to lean in or to move into that space. And the withdrawing partner, either because they are unable or unwilling to turn toward the relationship, has not done so. And so the pursuing partner realizes, okay, it didn't work for me to pursue. I didn't experience closeness or connectedness or safety in pursuing. I also was not able to experience that safety and closeness and connectedness by drawing back. If that pursuing partner leaves the relationship, oftentimes that dynamic will whip around. The withdrawing partner will suddenly begin to pursue. The reason they're able to do that is because suddenly the pressure has been relieved. And so they can move into that space and sort of decide that they're ready to become intimate, because now there's no one actually there to become intimate with whom to become intimate. If they were able to do that, they would have been able to do it when the pursuing partner stepped back just a little bit. And so that dynamic will whip around for a very brief period of time, and then the relationship will end and that dynamic will end. Conversely, if it is the withdrawing partner who decides to leave the relationship, either because they have withdrawn and just continue to withdraw, or because they have been withdrawing, they've realized that withdrawing is not helping the relationship, they've done the hard work of deciding to lean in and turn toward the relationship in the hope of softening that pursuing energy of their partner, and they don't experience that. The pursuing partner is still engulfing them. They're still experiencing a lot of anger or guilt or just really high emotion from the pursuing partner, and they're not able to tolerate that. And so they decide, I wasn't able to experience closeness and safety when I was withdrawing, nor was I able to experience it by turning toward. It's time for me to go. That dynamic will not only reverse, it also oftentimes will not come to an end. That pursuing partner will continue to pursue long past the breakup or divorce. And in fact, the pursuing partner will continue to pursue in whatever manner they were pursuing before, whether it was angrily or sadly or through guilt manipulation, until, I totally just spit, until they begin to pursue another partner. At that point, the withdrawing partner will experience some relief, unless and until the new relationship experiences a breakdown or a breakup. And then, even if it's years later, oftentimes the pursuing partner will start to pursue the ex-partner again. Humans are so interesting. Who knew? And just a reminder, you do not have to be in a relationship to do relationship therapy. Sometimes the very best relationship therapy we do is in between relationships when we are preparing for the next relationship. It is also true that we can be in a relationship and do relationship therapy without our partner, because again, if you're doing therapy and your therapist is worth their salt, they're going to be focusing on your part of the dynamic because that's the only part that you can control. All right, I am going to wrap up. I am hoarse from doing therapy all day today. Obviously, my words are not coming easily at this point. Here's what's coming up. Let me circle this back and just as a reminder, tying it back to Bowen theory, the more differentiated we are, the easier it is for us to soften that cycle of pursue withdrawal, regardless of which part of that dynamic we make up. If we tend to be the pursuer, then the more differentiated we are, the better able we are to self-soothe and take a step back and create some space for the withdrawing partner to move closer without engulfing them. And if we are in the withdrawing part of that pattern, the more differentiated we are, the better able we are to tolerate turning toward the relationship and moving into closeness without feeling like we have to move away in times of intimacy or in times of conflict. So coming up, we are going to look at attachment, two kinds of attachment, secure and insecure. Attachment has to do with how safe we feel in the world and how safe we feel in relationships. It is molded by our earliest experiences and then further informed by any future relationships. There are three kinds of insecure attachment. So I'm actually going to do 4 short videos around that. I'll do one on secure attachment and then 3 on the 3 kinds of insecure attachment. And again, kind of overlap those with Bowen theory and what that looks like in terms of differentiation, enmeshed, cut off, differentiated. And then I'm going to do one video on how the interplay of masculine and feminine energy in relationship. I get palpitations every time I talk about that, just because there's a lot going on in our world about that right now, and that's going to be an easy one to get in hot water with. But I'm going to give it my best shot, and then I'm going to take a big long break for 2 reasons. Number one is just because there's a lot of heavy lifting going on in my world right now. But more importantly, number 2, because I go a little cuckoo when I'm doing these videos. Put me in front of 1,000 people live and I am fine. Put me in front of a camera where there is no energy coming back my way. Wow. There's going to be some really good outtakes from today. This is the first time that I've done a video at the end of my day. Just wait. And the other thing that happens is once I post a video, I feel really, really vulnerable for a couple of days. It's really interesting. It's a test for my differentiation. I post them. There have been a couple of times that I've posted one and then taken it down and then posted it and then taken it down and then had to make myself post it and leave it there. I feel really vulnerable. So I'm just gonna get out what I promised to get out, and then I'm gonna give my nervous system a good long break. I have had some peeps ask about, ooh, I just said that and I can hear my daughter saying, Mom, don't ever say that again. I've had some peeps ask about the first series that I started on when to leave a relationship. I've had some other opportunities arise in terms of how to present that information. And so I'm trying to figure out how to circle back to that and provide that information without circumventing the other opportunities. So I will figure that out and I will find a way back to it. So that will arrive at some point. That is all for now. Be well, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm not really gonna take a nap because it's like 5:40. But I want to take a nap. And I probably should take a nap. Wait till you see the outtakes. And you will agree. Take care. Bye. Procrastination. Procrastination, it's making me late. I am stuck on Band-Aid, 'cause Band-Aid stuck on me. I am stuck on Band-Aid. Meow, 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 meow. 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese. Couldn't do it then, can't do it now. 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. I did it! I did it! I did it. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. Everybody was kung fu fighting. That is not even a commercial, and that's going to be good for at least a 2-day earworm.